And we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Found Again Sourcing Tournament. In last several weeks, we have seen six intense matches in the group phase. There was a lot of competition, tough questions, and sometimes even a little bit of drama. The journey is still not finished, but the stakes are much higher. We are entering the semifinals phase. We will see the four strongest teams across the Baltics out of those 11 who have entered the tournament. They will be competing for the spot in the finals, which will be held on May 16 during live event. And for today, the format is a bit different. Four teams have been divided into two pairs. Winner of the pair will be competing for the first place, and those who will lose today will be meeting in the little finals for the third place. But more about the details a bit later. Now let's have a chat with the teams. Team from the first pair, Purple Squirrels. While some folks are out there chasing ninja unicorns and other recruitment fairy tales, we are here keeping it real. Say hello to the Purple Squirrel crew, where our mission is simple: find you the absolute best globally. Ekaterina, your team took both wins and answered all of the questions in this tournament. Can you share your recipe for success?
Uh, we're just enjoying sourcing, and that's all the secrets and getting the fun. We don't want to win, we want to participate, and that's our secret, I think.
Okay. Smiling faces is always lovely to see, and apparently, it is a good recipe for success. In any case, this will be the tough act to follow. Good luck.
Thank you.
The second team is Telia Talent Hunters. Back at it again. After a long winter slumber, Telia's Talent Hunters are coming back, ready to use their magic powers and enchanted keyboards to discover the hidden secrets of the web. Vitanis, we saw your team's performance steadily rising across the tournament. Do you feel that you have already reached your peak?
I think we'll see today, but I feel that sunshine is high in the sky. It's warm outside, so we're full of energy and let's go.
So far, two out of two happy teams. Hope that it will pay off for you as well. Good luck. And now, the second pair of the semifinals. Team Oxsource. Creative and crazy girls who love to headhunt the best in the market, eat delicious food, and think outside the box. Looking for a new job? Let's talk. Ruta, quite a solid performance of the team so far in the tournament. Have your team prepared any special tricks for the semifinals?
Hey, nice to be here. Not sure if it's going to be special, probably improvising. So it might be something special, but we'll see. I think it's the one thing that's fun, and we're just going to enjoy ourselves.
Okay. So far, three out of three teams are trying to enjoy themselves. Great to hear that. Hope it works again, and good luck. Second team of the pair is Talenthub. Full cycle recruiters working mainly with clients in the startup sector of the Baltics and Nordics. We are ready to showcase that we are made what we are made of and show off our ability to source A players for any team. Ava, your team seems to be the most technically prepared in terms of the various extensions and tools that you are using. Do you think it gives you a competitive advantage?
Um, Depends. I think it gives us a competitive advantage in our daily work, but for a sourcing competition, as we've learned in previous rounds, uh, easy is best. Don't overthink it. And I think the majority of the tools haven't been necessary. So good old Google is the best tool in your arsenal.
Okay, roger that. And of course, good sourcing skills as well always helps. Good luck to your team. And now I will mute all of the teams. I will send the team's captains a link to our competition, and we can begin with this semifinals phase. Okay. Okay, good. I've sent all of the team captains link to the competition and for today's questions. Seems that my internet is also enjoying the sunshine that's currently in Vilnius, and we are lagging a bit. Hopefully, there will be no further issues with the stream, and we can continue good as usual. Okay, 2 of 4 teams already. Excuse me. 2 out of 4 teams already joined the competition. Let's give them another minute to see all of their screens. I will somewhere in the middle. I will start our own clock. Okay, we are waiting for the last team to join. Team Telia Talent Hunter seems to be in very good mood today, and a bit, not a bit, but quite relaxed. Let's see how it goes for them today. I will start our clock. Yeah, even my clock do not want to start today. Yes. Okay, each and every team already started the competition. They can see the questions. There's no surprises for today as well in terms of the strategies that teams are using. The main thing to see is whether the teams are using some sort of spreadsheet, like Excel spreadsheet or Google spreadsheet, or they are just sharing everything in the chat. But usual thing is to go through all of the questions by the team captain and gather them in one place for all of them, for all of the team members to see. And I can see that the beautiful mood, happy, smiling face is already paying off for Telia team. They managed to answer the first question correctly. You will not be able to hear teams talking because there are lots of chit and chat in the breakout rooms, but I will try to listen in as much as I can and comment on that. Everything seems to be working as usual for the teams. I was expecting actually a bit more tension today, but as majority of the teams already have mentioned that the good weather certainly brings the good mood in the house. And straight away, already saw that 2 teams, Purple Squirrels, Nortal team, and Telia Talent Hunters already been using ChatGPT, and the Telia Talent Hunters are on fire today. They have 2 right answers. Nortal team is catching up, so that they have 1 right answer. Still plenty of time, only 3 minutes past, somewhere around 3 minutes past in this competition. Lots of time to go through all of the questions. Okay, and let me give you a bit more details and insights about this tournament. Maybe you're joining our stream or watching it or rewatching it for the first time. So for this tournament and this year, we had 11 teams joining us from all across the Baltics, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. This was the first international season for Found Sourcing Tournament, and I'm really happy to see such big excitement and interest from the teams. We have already saw 6 matches in the group tournament phase. There were 2 matches, of course, per group because there was 3 groups, and after that I have added up all of the points, correct answers, and time spent solving the challenges. 3 winners of the groups, Nortal, Oxylabs, and Talenthub, have automatically advanced to the semifinals today. The 4th team, Telia, was the best second overall from all of the 3 groups. But let me tell you, the competition in that group was fierce until the last match. So all 4 teams are well versed in the sourcing landscape, talented, and definitely deserve to be here. Somewhere around 5 minutes. Somewhere around 5 minutes already passed in the tournament. Let me just disable the notifications. I have muted myself as well, so the teams are not able to hear me. But those annoying pop-ups are constantly jumping in front of the screen. So somewhere around 5 minutes passed. Teams today started quite differently, but still, for our guidance, we will be able to see at least approximate time that all of the teams have left. Okay. So far, all of the teams are trying to crack the questions provided for today. Let me tell you a bit more what's going to happen after this match. So today is the semifinals. Are the semifinals of the Found Again sourcing tournament, and after this match, we will know the rankings. Which teams will be competing for the first place, and which teams will be competing for the third place in the finals. So in top of your screen, you can see one group. In the bottom of your screen, you can see the second group. And these are the 2 different pairs for today's competition. And they are competing not as a whole group, but against each other. And for the finals itself, this year they will be hosted by Oxylabs company, and thank you for them for having us. And finals will be held on the May 16th, and the registration will begin most likely next week. Let me remind you that the entrance is totally free. We will have a couple of drinks. We will have some free snacks. We will have dedicated speaker who will tell us a bit more about the OSINT world, about the proper sourcing techniques, more advanced, I should say, sourcing techniques, how to find certain information that is totally hidden in the wide world web. And then you will be able to chat with your colleagues, meet new people, and so on. But for this year, we will have a limited space. So the place can host somewhere around 50 people. So don't miss out. Come to say hi and have a chat, as I mentioned, with your colleagues. So in general, all of these 4 teams will be in the finals. Now we just need to know whether they will be competing in the major finals for the first place or in the little finals for the third place. Excuse me for that. Trying to catch a glimpse of how the teams are doing, and can see that the Talenthub team have somewhere around 20 minutes left. Cannot see other clocks. I'm trying to understand how many questions each team already managed to answer. So definitely we know for sure that Telia Talent Hunters already managed to crack 2 questions. Nortal managed to crack at least 1, and I have not seen the bottom groups answers. But maybe later on, when they are just going through questions and trying to catch on, we will be able to see that information. And today, as for the match format itself, as usual, teams will have 5 identical questions to solve, and both pairs have the same questions to ensure the equal opportunities to advance to the finals. So that there would be no discussion, for example, that one group had easier questions, other group had tougher questions, and so on. All of the questions are designed as same as throughout all of the found tournament to test the ability to find the necessary information on the web. None of the questions require any specific area knowledge, and all of them can be answered using sourcing or the proper tools for that matter. As usual, 30 minutes, that's how much time teams have to complete the assignment. In the broadcast, as I mentioned, still wrong figure after 6 broadcasts. I cannot do this properly. So over here, you can see the clock for our guidance, but each team have their own separate clocks. And I will see at the end of the match, I will see the precise time that teams took to answer all of the questions and how many correct answers they managed to get. So, and at all times, team captains need to stream their screen. I'll try to comment as much as possible while they will be progressing, or if I will hear something interesting that they are chatting about. Also, I'll try to comment on that. As for now, Purple Squirrels team, I can see that they have not yet or have not read the question properly. They are on the right track, definitely on the right track, but they still need to find the missing bit of the information. Okay, Talenthub team is scrolling through the questions. Maybe we will be able to see how many correct answers they have. As usual, I will, in a minute or so, I will comment about the questions that are presented today for the teams a bit more. Yeah, so I was telling that the team captains need to be streaming their screens all the time. And what I have not mentioned, I believe, in any of the streams, but this rule is present in the rule book of the tournament. Teams cannot use any outside help. So there's no call to the friend, there's no texting to the friend or anything like that. They're the team of 3 people. They're a team of 3 people, and they will need to figure it out by themselves. Time is flying today, at least for me. 16 minutes left. Purple squirrels have 21 minutes left. I think we are more in line with the bottom. Yeah, with the bottom row, bottom pair. I can see Talenthub has 15 minutes left, so we're more or less the same with them. Trying to listen in something what the teams are chatting. And Oxsource team have managed to get one right answer. I don't know if it's the only right answer, but it's definitely one right answer. And it's interesting. Well, I will check out, of course, the recap of the answers provided by the teams, but it's interesting that teams are able to answer to what seemed to me a bit more on the difficult side questions, rather than others, which I presumed should be a bit more easier to crack and solve. But as always, when you're sitting and watching the stream at home on your couch, it's maybe sometimes you're screaming at your screen that one or other action was not done properly, or the team sometimes are just scrolling past through the right answer. But when you have only 30 minutes to solve everything, you are on the spotlight, sort of to say. Everything becomes more difficult to do. Okay, 14 minutes, somewhere around 14 minutes left. At this point in the middle of the game, most of the smiles are pretty much gone, so the tension is certainly rising. But still there is plenty of time, somewhere around 14, 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes for some teams to solve all of the questions. Okay, now we can move on. We as well can move on to today's questions. The teams are trying to crack, and as always, all of the questions were designed by myself. I always trying to involve some interesting facts about the world, or trying to involve different sourcing techniques, just to bring some variety into the tournament and mix things up. So for the first question, more to say that first question is honoring all of the found sourcing tournament traditions. It is obscure, it is short, and without much of an explanation. Teams will see the link in front of them and they will need to find out how the crab is called. For the veterans watching and the teams who have prepared for this tournament, it should be a quick and easy answer, and not that hard to find the correct answer. But this is just a warm-up question, and other questions will be a tad more difficult to solve. So at least two for today, at least two AI tools already. At least two AI tools already present in the competition. So we saw ChatGPT as usual, and we saw now seeing in Nortal screen purple squirrels screen Microsoft Copilot. I'm trying to see Talenthub is going have managed already solve. I think it's the last question. Will they? And definitely, they are seeing the right answer in front of them. But which one? Which one is the right one? Let's give them a second and see. Let's give me a second. I just texted Talenthub team because I can see that the system is not accepting the correct answer. Huh. Interesting. Give me a quick second. As usual, technical difficulties happen. But it's in this case, it is not the team's fault. In this case, it's not the team fault, and it would be sad for them to spend too much time, going through all of the other possibilities and waste your time. So I just give them a hint. Definitely will do that the same if I will see that the other teams will be doing the same or will be on the right path, but something is wrong with the system. Sometimes when you have a quite long answer and there are like punctuation, there are spaces and something like that, it is difficult to enter all of the possibilities that teams can find on the web. If it's one word without any addition to that, it's easy, right? But when you have in this case, the last answer is really long. It's like 10, even if I counted correctly, even 10 words, and the spaces and the punctuation in between them. It's really hard to make it properly sometimes. But anyways, let's move on because we are the time is running out, and let's move on to the second question. And it begins with the photo. And for the semifinals for this round, there are quite a few questions that involves some sort of a photo. So this round is quite heavy on that. As for this one particular photo, it is about a really well-known, well-documented natural phenomena. I can guarantee that all of you have seen it. But there is, of course, a twist. Apparently, this phenomena can occur in a different time of the day that we are really used to. And it has completely different name. It has been seen only in a handful of occasions and under right circumstances. Teams will need to figure out how it is called. And Purple Squirrel's team are doing just like that. Trying to figure out how it is called. Trying to see what other teams doing as well. And as you see in the Purple Squirrels screen at the moment, that the second question has to do something with the falls. Maybe with Niagara Falls, maybe with some other falls, but this phenomena somehow is related to that. Only around 5 minutes left. So somewhere around 5 minutes are left, most likely for the bottom teams. For the upper teams, it should be a bit more. Okay. Not really used to doing listening, commenting at the same time. It's a new trait for me, but I'm trying to learn and follow all of the 4 teams at the same time and give you some insights as well. Okay, as the time is running out today, really quickly, let me tell you about the third question. And in the third clue, teams will see a bust, or rather a sculpture of really famous historical figure. For those who paid attention in the history class, you will quickly understand who he is, and there will be no need to even use Google or any kind of other image search. But the question doesn't end here. They will need to find alternative titles of this person. And the last step will be to find a certain sportsman. At the end, teams will realize that this person have had, I believe, 8-year long career in different professional sport clubs, but they have never played any match. So this is the fun fact of today. And there is quite a recent biographical movie about this person. Around 2 minutes left. I can see that Telia is talking in between. between the team that the start was really good. So not sure, I've not seen what is happening at the moment. But maybe the situation is not that good. We will see. Still, they have 8 minutes left. While the bottom teams have somewhere around 30 seconds left. It will be interesting to see how it plays out. So the first group who will be finishing will be the bottom one. So, and they are done. So our Oxsource team is done. And the Talenthub team is also done. So we are left with only the first group, which consists of Telia Talent Hunters and Purple Squirrels from Nortal. As we're literally finishing off, let me give you last insights about the last two questions. I will actually stop our clock right now, and I will try to hide it because, as I understood, the teams have left somewhere around 5 minutes. Sorry about that. Wrong button. Okay. And the fourth question will be the last one in this round with a picture. In front of them, teams will see an old conference dedicated to one document. Its saga continued for more than 50 years. Academics were constantly discussing whether it was real or fake. Also, numerous researchers were concluded, even some books written. When they find out what is the name of this actual document, teams will need to deep dive into its history. Who originally sold it? Namely the nationality of the person. And here comes the tricky part. There are not that many sources where this information is written or contained. So the teams will need to write a good sourcing query to dig out the right answer. Seems that Telia is trying to solve the question with the bust, I will call it sculpture, famous person sculpture, while the Nortal team is trying to figure out the phenomena. But they have at least one right answer. Not sure how many other right answers they have, but definitely at least one is right. Trying to see how much time left for our teams. Okay, let me give you a last question, some insights about last question, and I can just try to focus on the teams that what they are doing and try to give you as much insights as I can. So the last question, once again, is in good spirit of found and is a bit convoluted, should I say. It is written to give out as little information as it's possible. So the first step for the team will be to deconstruct the question. Take only the couple of the clues and start working with them. Because if they will try to use all of the information that is provided in this question, they will definitely be getting not the right answers. We saw that at least one team, my Google Assistant just on the phone just tried to join the competition as well. Sorry, there's no place for you today. yeah, as I was saying, we saw that at least one team, Talenthub team, managed to correctly answer the question. Trying to see how many purple squirrels, how much purple squirrels time I have left, but the Google Meet button was on top of the timer, so I was not able to see that. But should be somewhere around 3-4 minutes, I believe so. Telia Talent Hunters saw the question, which is about the sculpture, and obviously you saw it by yourself. It's something to do with the Julius Caesar. And as far as they understood, the sportsman was from the football. Now they're trying to find, as I understand, they're trying to find the player with the same name, which is, and they are missing, excuse me, they are missing one bit of information that is provided in the question itself. If they will not be able to catch that bit, they will not, most likely, they will not be able to answer the question correctly. 2 minutes left for the Telia team. Teams are messaging me about one of the question. Let me give them quick comment. Tensions are high today, and as always, their questions are not simple, and that Telia is finished as well. So we have only one team left for the moment, which is Purple Squirrels from Nortal. So as I was saying, they're the questions are intricate. The questions are intricate, and you need to sort it bit by bit. So for this time, Nortal team have not managed to finish first, but still have 7 minutes left. Still having a chat with the team, one of the teams. Having a good time discussing one of the questions. And I can see the right answer. So Nortal is just a second. I will try to count how many correct answers they have. They're amazed by themselves. I can see the team is amazed by themselves. So if I'm not mistaken, they have 3 right answers. I'm trying to crack on the third one about the apparently footballer, and the last one, which is related to some sort of a interesting phrase, should I say. Around 6 minutes left for the Nortal team. They must have begin quite late. I've not been able to catch that. So they still have plenty of time to answer all of the questions. And if I'm not mistaken, Telia tried to finish, well, a bit earlier. And ChatGPT is the 4th member today of the Nortal team. Let's see, will it be able to help the team? And for now, as I understand, they're trying just to guess, basically. They're trying to discuss other options as well. So half of the team is trying to tackle a question about the footballer. The other half is trying to tackle the last question related to some interesting terms and apparently a book, maybe. Some internet issues on my side. No, it seems like green. Seems that everything is good. 4.5 minutes still left for the Nortal team. They're focused, really focused, and really intense faces, trying to gather the last right answers. Four minutes left. Other team members are asking how much time, sorry, it is left. Interesting to see that the team who performed the best in both last matches of the tournament is struggling a bit, but nothing still nothing is lost. So definitely at least 3 right answers for the Nortal team. And they're on the right path, I would say. But they're still missing something. And I can see that somehow today we have a longer stream than usual, but this is the tension of the semifinals, right? Okay, I can see that the Nortal team as well found the right answer to the last question. Yeah, and I messaged them. Yeah, so the same situation as previously was with the Talenthub team. They managed to find the right answer, but in some other sources they're written just other way. So it's interesting, but sometimes, as I mentioned, you simply cannot cover all of the possible terms. Especially when you have the answer consisting of like 10 or even more words. So, if I'm not mistaken, Nortal has 1 minute 30 seconds to solve the last question, which is regarding some famous sculpture of Julius Caesar, see, right? And footballer. And this is the same basically situation as Telia had. They are on the right track. Purple squirrels are definitely on the right track, but they are missing that tiny bit of last information needed to crack the question. Somewhere around 1 minute left for 3 people to try and answer the last question. They're talking in between themselves that they almost tried all of the clubs, at least maybe the most famous ones in the world, to try and answer that question. I can tell you that the club is quite famous, not as maybe famous as some of the here, but it's quite famous. If you know your football, you definitely know that this this football club. Last somewhere around 30 seconds left, and I think that Purple Squirrels will be using all of the time that they have. really intense, more silence than usual from the Purple Squirrels team. But of course, most important thing is to have more correct answers than your opponent. At the end of the day, that's what really matters. Ten seconds. Now just last couple of desperate attempts trying to figure it out, and we are done. Give me a minute. I will get back to you with all of the teams present in the stream, and we will have a chat. And of course, we will know who won today. So I think we have almost all of the people. You can see that Telia is present, right? Oxsource is also, and Team Purple Squirrels is also present, right?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, guys, we started with so many smiling faces with such bright mood, and now I can see the long faces. What happened? Who wants to tell me?
It was a lot of pictures today.
Yes, definitely, it was a picture-heavy round, definitely for today. Anybody else?
I think the questions definitely were challenging and quite complex, I would say, to kind of gather all the information from one thing, then to get the answer from another thing. So yeah, good work for you. Inventing the questions.
Thank you for the compliment, Ruta. Definitely, I tried to do my best to make it more hard rather than in the group phase. But on the other hand, you are the best of the best. You are the best top 4 teams today in this tournament. So I had to prepare some sort of challenge, at least for you today. All right, but I will not keep you any longer in the dark, sort of say. So the first pair today was the Telia Talent Hunters and Purple Squirrels. So the winner of the pair, Purple Squirrels. Congratulations with the third straight win in this tournament, and you are going straight to the finals, live finals on May 16th. Talent Hunters, you still have the opportunity to make your company proud and play in for the third place. And in the second pair, we had teams from Oxsource and Talenthub. So Oxylabs and Talenthub. And the winner of this pair, I should prepare it like drum roll or something like that. Now it just feels stupid. Anyways, congratulations goes to Oxylabs team. You are advancing to the finals, which on the coincidence will be held at your office. And thank you once again for that. But there is no corruption here. Everything was won fair and square. Talenthub, I hope to see you in the battle for the third place. And let me tell you guys, this was the most intense competition of the season, definitely. It was impressive to see your skills. Thank you for your time, and we will see each other on the May 16 during the live event. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.